welcome to this week's video. Apologies last week that we didn't have a video for you, but we're back out and about this week, and wow, we've had some heavy snowfall the last couple of days, today especially, and we made a real effort to try and get to the woodland where we photographed our little stickman, but the roads are horrendous. We've got a break in the snow just now, but it is absolutely stunning. We've literally walked 3 or 4 minutes around the corner from our house into our local woodland and just trying to pick out some scenes. And the first one that's caught my eye really is, I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 trees that's growing together, but its branches are sort of reaching out towards us, and on the ground we've got all of these sort of shrubs and branches, and everything's just covered in snow. And I've just sort of worked my way around it really, just to try and look for some different compositions, couple a bit wider, some a bit tighter, but it's just amazing, absolutely stunning. I think it's about 1 degree currently, but we're set to go down to around -10. So all of this beautiful snow is just going to freeze. We have got heavy snow forecast, I think, until 5 o'clock, and it is just starting again. It's amazing. I absolutely love to see the trees in the snow. I think the snow just really highlights all the branches, and the shapes of the trees just looks so pretty. So we're going to just have a little walk around. We've been in this woodlands a couple of times, and up to now nothing's really jumped out at us. It's a beautiful woodland, loads of birch trees, but what I'm looking for today is something that's really going to just present itself with the snow, a bit like this scene here. So we're going to have a wander round, and we'll stop off and show you what we're doing and why. Okay, so the second scene that I've just picked out is this tree here that's sort of arching over to the left, and all of its branches again are accentuated by the snow. We've got a nice cluster of trees to the right and loads of trees right into the background. The only thing that's annoying me slightly about this is that we've got these sort of plants that are growing up into the scene, and I don't want to go in and take them out, but I've just got a couple of them that are creeping up into frame, which I might be able to remove in post-processing. But I just quite like I say, how it leans over to the left. We've got a tree over on that right hand side that is just arching out of frame, and it just looks lovely with all that snow and the dusting of snow just covering the trunk. Looks lovely. I'm just wanting it to start throwing it down with snow, because I think that would just really add quite a bit more depth into the scene. When we first arrived, it was absolutely throwing it down. But yeah, I mean, woodland for us is something that we just keep coming back to and keep having a go at, with the hope that we'll improve a little. And in snowy conditions, it can be quite difficult to expose correctly for the snow, because obviously the snow is so bright. But on this particular shot, I'm on f11, ISO 100. I'm on 1 second on the shutter. My white balance is set to cloudy, and I'm just using my histogram just to try and really expose correctly for the scene. So yeah, it's just beautiful. I'm probably going to just keep saying that because it absolutely is. It's like Narnia, a winter woodland. So it's actually sleeting quite heavily at the moment, and we're now in a little bit of a clearing, so the camera's getting pretty drenched, to be honest. But we're just still trying to pick out a couple of scenes. The snow's quite a bit deeper here as well, I think, again, because it's quite open. The sky is still full of snow, and I'm just still hoping that we do get a heavy downpour again, because you can capture the snow as it's coming through, and like I say, it just adds a bit more to your scene. But for this shot, what I've picked out here is this. I'm not sure what sort of tree it is. It almost looks like a birch, but I don't think it is. So we've got a birch on the right hand side, again just leaning slightly. We've got another tree in the middle to the left, which again is sort of bending and leaning in the same direction. We've then got quite a thick tree trunk, almost like an evergreen, just leaning in on the left of the frame with all of that beautiful snow. And at the moment, looking at it on the back of the camera, I like it, but I think I'm going to do a 16:9. Have got just a bit of sky above this tree here that I don't like, so I'll probably crop that out. But it is quite nice, you know, for a simple sort of woodland scene in the snow. It's all right. Again, I'm on f11 for that shot. But yeah, I think what it is this sort of woodland is quite dense, and the trees are quite uniform. There's maybe an odd couple that are either leaning or have got a little bit of a shape to them, but they're quite uniform and quite dense, which is nice because you can get some really nice shots where all the branches are just white together. So yeah, there's probably not that much else to say. I'm sort of trying to protect the camera with a micro cloth, and I've also got a shower cap in my pocket as well, that as we're walking around I just keep putting that on. But yeah, we'll keep wandering and see what else we can find. So not long after that last image was taken, the weather turned pretty horrendous and we made a quick dash home. But just this morning, I headed back out into the woodlands at sunrise, and after some heavy snowfall again overnight, the woodlands looked absolutely beautiful. I visited a different part to try and take some different images, and the trees looked stunning, again just covered in snow. We had some nice light and I took advantage of that this morning. One camera, one lens, no tripod, and just try to get creative as well. Here's the images.
Just close your eyes and let them rest. I know it's hard to fall asleep, but do your best. 'Cause there's a place that I go to when I want to hide from all the shades of blue. 'Cause at times I think of leaving, my mind takes me back to fall, when the snow begins to sing goodnight to warm. But I will never leave your side, you're the reason to all my pride, never wither and runs dry, and your roses are my guides. Goodbye, my friend, our love remains, but not this way. I'm in your garden as a tale. Just feel the wind. If you look close, you see the lilies dance and how they slowly grow. I'm counting years as they go by. Now all the lilies gone and days is brought to life. 'Cause at times I think of leaving, my mind takes me back to fall, when the snow begins to sing goodnight to all. But I will never leave your side, you're the reason to all my pride, never wither and runs dry, and your roses are my guides. Goodbye, my friend, our love remains, but not this way. I'm in your garden as a tale. But I will never leave your side, you're the reason to all my pride, never wither and runs dry, and your roses are my guides. Goodbye, my friend, our love remains, but not this way. I'm in your garden as a tale. I know you'll meet me here one day.
So I hope you've enjoyed the video and the images from this week, and we can't wait to see you next week with our Christmas special from the Isle of Skye.
Yeah, definitely Christmas from Elgol. So take lots of care. We'll see you next week.
Adios.